Well, you've probably figured out by now that Microsoft OneNote is all about staying organized and working efficiently. In this chapter, we're going to talk about OneNote's integration to Outlook. Outlook, of course, is the world's leading email application, but you can do a whole lot more than just write emails in Outlook. You can create appointments, meetings, events in a calendar. You can create contacts on a contacts list and keep track of to-do items in a task list. Well, the good news is if you're an Outlook user, you can access all of that information from within OneNote without even opening up Outlook. So in this chapter, we're going to do things like access meeting notes, and we're going to create appointments or meetings right from within OneNote. We're also going to create contacts and to-do items or tasks right from within OneNote, not even opening up Outlook at all. We're going to start in this lesson by getting information that already exists in an appointment in the Outlook calendar. So you can see I've opened up a notebook here. It's called Conference 1. If you've got the exercise files, you can go to the Lesson 3 folder and open this one up if you'd like to follow along. You can see I'm on the meeting notes section here, and I have a meeting scheduled for September 29th, 2008. This meeting will include a conference call with someone from the Chateau Laurier, and I've already got this meeting booked in my calendar. So it might be nice if I could get the notes or the information from that meeting and pop it in right here. This will become very useful once you start sharing your notebooks with others. Imagine having that meeting information here and many people accessing this notebook at the same time will be able to see that. We'll talk about sharing later on. But let's get that information from our Outlook calendar right onto our page here without opening Outlook. So to do that, we go up to the Insert menu. And you'll see down below Outlook Meeting Details. When we click on this, a little dialog box appears with the current date. So your date will be different from mine, no doubt. And these little arrows allow you to move from day to day. So I can move forward in time by clicking the right arrow, go back in time using the left arrow. But if you want to get to a specific date, in this case September 29th for me, I'm going to go to the calendar icon over here and click on September 29th. As soon as I do that, I'm going to see a list of meetings, appointments, etc. that are in my Outlook calendar. There's only one, so when I click on it, it becomes highlighted. Now, if you're following along with me and you use Outlook and you schedule meetings and appointments and so on, just navigate to an actual date where you know you've got something in there if you'd like to be able to follow along with me. So there's mine from 10 to 12. It's a workshops meeting. So I'm going to insert the details now by clicking the Insert Details button. And when I do that, you can see I get this frame. It's a separate object here on my page. Workshops meeting. You can see the date and location. Down below, if there were attendees, I would see them listed as well. Under Subject, you can see I've got some points down here. So I didn't even have to open up Outlook to get this information. It appears here on my page and it's saved with my notebook. Of course, if I were to go into Outlook and start updating things, I would see those updates here. And keep in mind later on when we talk about sharing your notebooks with others, how useful this can be. Without having to go into two separate applications, people will be able to see the meeting details instantaneously here in OneNote. They don't even have to use Outlook for that matter. All right, so that's actually getting the information from an existing meeting in Outlook. In the next lesson, we're going to create an appointment in OneNote that will appear in Outlook when we go there. That's coming up next.